What's that birdie? Is that Peggy and Molly? What do you do with a crazy border collie on a snowy winter day? You go outside. How about you there, Prince Jock? Are you up for a walk? Maybe we'll put a coat on you. You're a little more delicate than this psycho here. Let's go to the Fish Hatchery, one of our famous and favorite places to walk. If you don't exercise these things, they get a little rangy in the evening. Well, they get rangy anyway, but lots of fun. Anyway, let's suit up and go. Where's the birdie? Where's the birdie? Where's the birdie? The kitty cat? Oh my. Okay, I'm getting ready. Are we good boys? Or are we bad boys? Do we lick plates in the dishwasher when it's down? Do we bark our head offs when you're let out the door? Well, you stop after that. Do we shed hair everywhere? Well, you can't help that. You're not very sheddy. Okay, off we go. Walkie time! Woohoo! Oh my God, look at the snow. It's late March, and we've had some relatively nice warm days and lost a lot of snow, and lately we've had a lot more snow coming back, and I'm gonna have to clean this up today or tomorrow. Are you peeing? That's weird. Okay, to the Fish Hatchery. Keep pets on leash. Well, I'm gonna out myself here and break the rules. When there's hardly anybody here, I let these guys off. There goes Fitz to find a stick, and that's the way it will be the whole walk. He will obsessively carry a stick the whole time and beg me to throw it, but I try not to do it so much now because he crashes into the woods and the branches and the thorns. He doesn't care because he's crazy. Okay, let's get in here a little more. Just remember, if you're coming here, your dog does have to be on a leash. If you're bad like me, you're risking getting fined if you get caught. That's a thing. So sorry, this is the Out and About channel. Out and About. I'm Cactus, your host. And I'm sorry if you're a subscriber, and there's been a lot of subscribers this winter. Thank you. And I don't deserve it because I haven't been making any videos. So I thought I should do one after getting inspired, getting subscribers for nothing. I'm certainly not big or monetized yet, but I'm not concerned about it either. If it happens, it happens. So let's get in there, and I'll give you a little update of what Cactus has been up to this winter, and what we're gonna get up to this spring. Let's get down the hill. Good grief. So, heading down the hill. Well, what's been up with me? It's been a winter, a lot of snow coming and going. I've certainly seen more in the past, but we got enough. It made snowmobiling season a little more useful for people. So, yeah, I try and approach every winter with a positive attitude. I'm gonna go snowmobiling, I'm gonna go ice fishing, I'm gonna go cross-country skiing, and I don't know, I feel as I get older I'm maybe getting lazier, but I've been walking a lot. Lots of big walks this winter with these guys. And more gym time, getting up to the gym. I don't know, the snow machine, I'm getting up there. It just seems like such a laborsome thing to drag it out of the garage, get it on the trailer, get out, you know, an hour away at least to remote lakes, and take your chances going fishing. And I'm an impatient, horrible fisherman, and I don't usually have much luck. I'm better off to go with my buddy Brian, who is more of a professional fisherman. And we got out once this winter, so that was good. But it wasn't the kind of fish I was after. It was fun to catch them. Perch, right? Nothing wrong with them. Good eating. I'd rather have pickerel or walleye, as they're called other places, or more ideally a nice clean trout in a trout lake. And there's lots here. They're out there. But oh yeah, it just seems like so much work. So I'll try not to get too lazy, but I'm kind of thinking with the expense and the cost of fuel, insurance and all that, that maybe snowmobiling's done now. It was fun, but I'm just not using it this winter, so I think I'm gonna sell it off in the fall, and maybe the sled that holds the gear, and recoup some of that money. I bought an old car. I'll show you that someday. Put that back in that coffer to recoup from that. What else? Been doing a lot of pickling, making carrots and sauerkraut and pickled garlic, and it's been fun. Nice clean eating. Gordon's girlfriend and I made it to Mexico this winter for a week. Fun in the sun, and before all hell broke loose with the Mexico thing. So that was a good time. But yeah, it's just been I don't know, a little bit of a holding pattern. I need to revamp next winter what I'm gonna do. Might even do some volunteering or something, or maybe a little part-time job. We'll see. This spring, we're gonna hit the camper van again, and we're certainly gonna head west when the snow's gone. And I'd really like to go into the USA. I know everybody's up in arms about the USA and the tariffs and all that, but I don't know. I love Americans. They're great people. It's fun to visit. There's so much to see. Canada's great too, of course, but there's a lot of nothing in between spots. So I'm not trying to get lost in the wilderness with my van. I like seeing stuff. I like seeing old junk and old cars and old buildings. So you'll likely see me in the States again. But I don't have a plan yet, so perhaps I'll head west to Alberta, or not at all. I don't know. We'll see. So if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. It's a lot of this stuff with these maniacs out tromping around, exploring abandoned places, catching some shots of nice old cars and stuff. I mean, if you're not into cars, it's not all about that. There's a lot of other stuff I do. And I can't wait to get out there and do it. I am done with winter. So done with it. The beauty of having these mutts here is they got to get out and do something. Not so much this guy. He's 12 almost this summer. But the other one's young. He's 3 and he's a border collie. And they are zany, full of energy. So, if you want to keep moving and stay fit, get a border collie. If you are a little more lazy and like to laze around, get a basset hound. And prepare with these. The first 2 years are pretty intense until they calm down a bit. But still, they got to get out. Great dogs for getting you out. Very inspiring. Very lovey dogs. Very huggy, very lovey. Very sensitive. They don't like you raising your voice or nothing. So, first time I've ever had one. And the girlfriend. But he's a ball of joy, for sure. And Jock hated him as a puppy. Absolutely despised him. But now they're like best brothers. Telephone. He's already exchanged sticks about 5 times in our 10 minutes so far. Welcome to the swamp. So Terrace Provincial Park, this used to be, I've talked about this many times in short videos. This used to be a vast property of the Fish Hatchery that folded up by the 90s, and they tore down any building that was in the expanse of this property. I don't know how many acres it is, a few hundred. And the pools, I mean, they have ponds out by the Ottawa River still that you can see. One is drained, the other one is it's like a swampy pond, but there's several ponds around. Lots of wildlife, lots of birds, otters, beavers, there's pesky coyotes in here. You might get the odd wolf, I doubt it though, maybe crossing the river in the winter. Lots of deer, lots of weaselly things like martens. Yeah, and it's full of great trails, and you can enjoy it best in the winter because there's no bugs. Spring's a little muddy, fall is fantastic. So yeah, and this place used to originally probably be the Gootsman Farm. Gootsman is a Petawawa name, and I assume it got expropriated by the government, and then it was a game preserve, and they made or formed an elk population that they're trying to repopulate with, because all the pioneers shot the crap out of the elk back in the day. And they had a bunch of elk here, and they got a disease and they died. We're talking over 100 years ago, I think. And then sometime by, I don't know, I'll take a guess, the 30s or 40s, they made the Fish Hatchery. That folded up, the provincial government made a provincial park out of it. There's no camping or anything, but it's just a place with trails and stuff. It's a gem of a jewel in Petawawa. It's fantastic. So we're at the big rock just before it, heading east. And now we're gonna go show you something while we're here. Where's the proper way here? When you see the bucket in the tree over there, here we go. Just past the bucket, heading east. And there's old buckets from farming days in here. You can see old rotten cedar fences. Sometimes you can find bottles and old cans, remnants of the past. So at the bucket, you hang a left. You go towards this pond that's way out here. It's all frozen. And something I discovered last year, 2025, was parts of an old car that I think somebody before me discovered, but I kept picking out parts of it, and I kind of put it together here. It's like early 20s, maybe 19 teens, a Model T like thing. It could even be a Model T. If anybody knows their fenders, they have an indent all around here. It's pretty rotten, but it's just fascinating that 100 or more years ago, this car got rocked down here on a fun joyride and left to rot, and it's pretty rotten. But there are fenders, two in the front. There's this back one, side panel, the back panel, maybe another fender there that could be straightened. And my plan is to come in here, maybe with an ATV. They're not allowed, but if I come early in the morning when it's cold or something, there shouldn't be anybody around. And I want to prop it up on two dead logs, which I could probably harvest around here somewhere, and start framing it together with poles, little pieces of dead dry tree, to present it and make it more like a car. And it'll be something to see in the park, a little attraction. Maybe even bring some bird feeders down here or something. Maybe people can bring bird seed. Anyway, there's the old car. That's something I always, when I walk past here, I do a detour and I come and look at it and just think about the past. And it also makes me think I need to bring a metal detector in here and see if there's any more parts, or the engine, or any other things. Sometimes when you find metal, you can find glass and bottles. Uh-oh, somebody's bleeding. That would be Fitz. Going too hard again. Follow the blood trail. Fitz, come here. I swear that dog feels no pain. Come here. Come. Hey, come. Now where are you bleeding, man? What'd you do to yourself? You're crazy. Usually it's the pads on his feet sliding into stuff. Oh, dog. You gonna give your mama a heart attack? All right, let's keep going here. We're actually going to explore a new trail, a slightly unused trail that might go down to the river. So we'll see what that's about. We just got to make sure we're not crossing onto somebody's property. Join me. March is that time of year in the Ottawa Valley when it's a real mixed bag. It can go like that into April too. And these days, with the warmer temperatures coming and going, we've had some cold ones too. It's been both 16 Celsius, which is quite warm. It's been pouring rain. And it's been doing this, lots of snow. Not much dryness. There's been a lot of precipitation. What'd you do with your stick? Where is it? Get it! Get it, man! Get it! Oh, you're gonna lose it. Good luck. Hey, buddy. Old Jock. Yeah, so today's like a nice fluffy, snowy winter day, which is lovely, but when you start hitting that warm weather, and everybody feels the same way, it's like, yes, I'm so done with this. But you know what? This is better than snow and everything, sorry, better than rain at this time. So everything's not slick and just a sheet of ice and you can't walk anywhere and you're just stumbling and slipping. So this is better. It's not very cold either. I'd say it's minus 6 or 7 Celsius. Feels pretty good. So just up at that sign, we're gonna go in the woods and see if that new trail takes us anywhere. So there are signs saying not to trespass, because I know far off that way is a road and there's houses, old farm, probably the old original Gooseman farm. So no trespassing in there is how I take that. And there is a used trail. I can't believe I haven't, I thought it was all private property. But this is a provincial park sign. So this is a trail. Just don't go that way. It's private property. But we're gonna follow the trail and see if it gets us to the river. I'm so excited. All these years of coming here, and I never came this way because I thought it was no trespassing. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Look at your nose. How's your feet, Poodle? I've been picking ice out of his feet. I think he's happy to be out though. All right. We'll be there in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, lads, I tell ya. Just wait for me. Yoo-hoo. By the lifting, Moses, you slow down. Quit cutting yourself. Uh-oh. You got a chunk of ice there, chum? Let me help you. Stick my hot thumb in there. Yes. Are you good to go? How about this one? Oh, should have put your boots on. He hates the boots. There we go. You're fit to fight. Let's go. Chop, chop. On we go. PT, good for you, good for me. Ah. I'll kill you. I just realized, see, there's another private property sign. Can't go that way. This must be an old trail, because this is an old fence. It just dawned on me. And you can see some old fence in the park proper from the pioneer days. So it's old cedar, and it's pretty weathered and beaten down. It's full of snow. I can't tell, but you can see how it's stacked. It certainly was a fence. And to me, this is exciting because who knows what remnants humans have dropped around here. So I kind of like to get down here in the spring before the foliage grows and really explore around here a lot more. Maybe I'll find another old car or something. That would be exciting. Or an old bottle, or what have you, old metal objects, old kettles and things. So that's cool. So this is old. This is quite old. There's a path or an old road going to somebody's property. That's why the sign's there. Doesn't look like it's used much nowadays. Boy, oh boy, this is like discovering the land of Oz. I can't believe I haven't even attempted to go this way. So here's an opening. It looks like between two swamps. That swamp there maybe, and this swamp here. So a bit of a runoff creek maybe, and more fencing. Wow. You know, you're bound to find some kind of artifact if you really pay attention. Maybe sweep along with the metal detector. You couldn't get the whole tree, eh? You are a growing concern. All right, follow the fence. It's still there. Just keeps on going. It's a long one. I'm gonna have to bring the girlfriend down here to show her this. I think it's a long way to the river though. So over here, I don't know if you can tell with the camera, it gets open a bit. There's a road out there, and it's like a country road right in Petawawa. Petawawa is kind of weird and spread out like that, but it goes down the ravine towards the river. And on that road are a bunch of newer houses, modern houses, and they have paradise. It's a fantastic place to live. There's no gas or water, but you know, they're on a well and propane or whatever, or wood. But where they live, they can just come over here and enjoy this. I used to own a lot there before a lot of the houses were built. I just bought it to sit on and possibly build on one day. But I sold it after all because maybe I got greedy. The market was going out of control. And you know, I wish I would have kept it all these years, because when I got it, the getting was pretty good. You know, things were always cheaper in the past, but now they're astronomical. It sure would have been a great place to buy a house. You're still in town, but you're out of it. And here's another pine plantation, like you would see in the Terrace Provincial Park. Well, that tells me that this was probably all field, and they did a lot of this after fields were retired. They planted trees. A lot of Boy Scouts planting trees back in the day, or just property owners, because these are valuable poles one day. Ah, there's a barn. I bet you that's the original Gootsman barn over there. And that's why there's signs not to go that way, because it's private property. So you see an old log building too, and there's a big old house there too. You can never get a good look at it, but from the road. Yeah. So it's March 20th. I didn't know the date. I had to look at my phone. So we're getting there. Spring is in the air. You wouldn't know it today, but it's coming. It looks like cloudy and overcast, and some form of precipitation going right to the end of the month. When am I going to hit the road? I would go the beginning of April if I could, but the snow's got to disappear. And if I can't wait, then I'll just head due south and get right into the USA in the warm weather. Maybe come back up into Canada and come back east to home through Canada. We'll see. I don't know. I hope I could show you something exciting. It's like I said, it's been a quiet winter. I haven't felt inspired to film much or do anything, but it's not like I've been pacing the hallways with nothing to do. I'm getting out a lot, but just nothing significant to film. Here's another little trail, probably deers though. Deer trail. A little swamp in there. Here's what appears to be a old field. They probably take some hay out of here. I'm willing to bet. Wow. It's kind of nice here. Like, I'm sure this was a road. This was a road at one time. Just a little dirt road. A little farming road. Look at that thing. He doesn't stop at those sticks. The door says push, dummy. Once I get kind of far into the walk, you'll find, just look out, watch out. You'll find Jock just trails behind me, stays behind my feet. He knows that warning call. Watch out, there's a big wide sharp stick coming. He actually caught our old dog Joe, that's not with us anymore, in the mouth one time. Joe never even made a sound, but there's blood pouring out of his mouth. He was a tough dog. Another fence, but we're on the other side. Neat. It would be nice if this trail looped back around. I mean, if you took the shore, you probably could, but it gets swampy at the other end, going west. And if it's not a consistently really cold winter, it's a little too risky to break through ice, slushy ice. And we've had too much warm weather, cold weather, warm, snow, cold. You can't trust it. You just can't trust it. All right. You taking this with you or what? I said I wouldn't throw it for you. Oh my God, break your teeth, moron. Can we just shorten that there, dude? Here, give me that. You're a menace to others and yourself. Oh God, that's hard. It must be hardwood. Crikey. Okay, there you go. Get out of here. The historic Ottawa River, an old log driving river from back in the day, the logging days, full of steamships and tugs, floating logs. Come here, Fitz. So at the end of the road, there's this big property with this big house. It was a dentist's house, a local dentist from Pembroke, and I think he's passed on. Yeah, for sure. He was an interesting guy, actually. He was from Eastern Europe, I think. And of course, I think it's been sold off to somebody else. Maybe a local former car dealer, real estate owner. I won't say any names, but good guy anyway. Good guy. I think that's what I heard. They have like an island out in front of their property too. That's cool. Or is it a point? Neato. And there's a point here. Some of these points got man-made because they were piers for tugboat stops, and we could march over there and explore that, but I know this guy's good to go because he's insane. But you, I don't know, I keep picking ice out of your feet. You're probably displeased. You probably want to go home. Anyway, not much to see with the snow. I just want to see if it's man-made, if it's all like piled rocks. We'll get back out maybe in the spring if it's solid enough to walk on. And if we can't do that, we'll stop there in the boat or the kayak and check it out. You never know what you're going to find. This past summer would have been fabulous to do that because the water was so low everywhere. Oh, check this out. Is this an original squared log? Yes, it is. This is what they would make, lack of a better term, log booms out of. That's an oldie. They would link them all together with logs, and they'd have these big giant rafts in the water that they would tugboat the booms downriver in to the mills. And that is an original old square one that's washed ashore during one of the floods. Isn't that cool? A little piece of history. So there's something. And we are on Provincial Park property because there's a sign. Hey man, that was a great trail coming down here. All these years. And I never knew. So we'll definitely be doing this again. The only problem that I don't like is I'm a veteran. I don't like going back the same way I came. It's kind of ingrained in my head. But I think there's only one way in, one way out. We'll have to go back that way, but it's nice anyway, so no worries. Somebody lost their hat. 4-7 cleanup. Adjustable. It's got a dog picture on it. 4-7. Still a good hat. Anybody want a hat? It's right there. Old barbed wire from back in the day. This would be old stuff too, man. Yeah, you're not going to find much artifacts in the winter. Everything's snow covered, but this is nice. I gotta say, I'm just going to have a little seat here and enjoy the quiet. Hello, buddy. Are you happy? Are you happy? Yes. How about you? Are you happy? Happy, Pappy? Did you see a birdie on TV? Did you see a birdie? Hey? And kitty cats and birdies? Does that drive you crazy? Hey? Birdies? Oh boy! Alright. Peace and tranquility time. What a nice spot. It's a nice spot just to hang out on a perfect winter day like this. I got my Invisalign in my teeth. If I sound a little messed up in my talking, that's why. Hard to form those words with these teeth straightening devices on. Oh, look at Jock's having a little nibble. Get that stick, Jock. Take it from him. Take it from him. Hey? What are you gonna do, punk? What are you gonna do? He doesn't do anything. All the dogs he meets in the fish hatchery, half of them will take a stick, and the owners feel terrible. Oh, sorry. I'm like, it doesn't matter, but he'll never take it back. He doesn't get angry. On the average walk, he probably goes through 20 sticks anyway. So, no harm, no foul. Hey, don't eat that. Jock, don't swallow that. Hey, no. Leave it. Yuck. You're gonna have a big dog vom everywhere. Weirdo. Don't eat bark. You're not a beaver. Ready to go? You ready? Ready! That's what we say in these dock jumping into the pools in the summertime. Dog dock jumping competitions. Go get it! Woo! Let's go! So, back on the main trail, that's where you go in at the sign, invasive species sign. You go this way, mind the no trespassing signs, and you'll be golden. What a great trail. It's even okay that there's no loop for my fuzzy mind to come back on. It's very nice. It's straight, tree lined, an old fence. Rather enjoyable. So here's a lot of the creaky runoffs. A lot of them are probably excavated back in the day to channel clean water to the ponds for the fish hatchery. It's a nice sounding trickling water sound. Yeah. Very pretty. Very sparkly. Oh, watch out, man. Menace. Okay, Jock. So, we're coming out to the main original road that came into the fish hatchery. Here's a little memorial for someone from the Army who was in the Army run. I was in the Canadian Army run years ago when my knees worked. Maybe about that time too, I don't know. No, before that. Actually, before 2018. I don't know what happened to this person, but everybody's pretty respectful with it. They don't take anything or knock it over, so that's very nice. So we'll get on the main drag here and we shall head for home. That's been a good 90-minute hike. My knees are on fire, but I feel good otherwise. It's a beautiful Friday, March 20th. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me on this silly walk with this crazy border collie and this senior mini golden doodle. I'm Cactus. Yeah, sorry again. That's the only video of the winter, but once the snow's out of the way, I'll hit the road and we'll have more. So thanks again. Please consider subscribing, and I may be inspired to do some more interesting things. Take care, everybody.